Morning. If you're man enough to join me, happy Advent. Day one. Just going to switch Facebook on. Morning. Right, I'm going to have to be a bit quiet because my family is still asleep. Okay, so Advent, day one. Well done if you're with me right now. Still well done if you do it later, but extra well done if you're doing it now. Okay, so I bet you can't wait for this, can you? Right, so I'm just going to do a quick warm-up. So we're not going to put music on because, again, people are asleep. So let's just shut up. I'm just going to get this done. It might not even take 10 minutes. But the challenge itself is definitely going to take 5 minutes. So I'm going to time it. Okay, there's a little shuffle. Down in the spot. I'm still not telling you what it is till we actually just about to do it. Okay. I'll do some gentle squats. Breathe out and way up. Keep your knees soft. And just lubricate the joints, warm up knees and hips. Don't need to do too much squeezing. Squeezing the glutes. Squeezing the thighs or anything like that. I'm just going through the motions. Okay, straight leg lifts. Lock out your knee. Stick your toe up. Flex your foot so you can get that deep stretch all the way down the back of your legs. And each time you kick, take them a bit higher. Okay, a few more. Okay, let's do some side length. Get the hips and the other side. Stretched out, warmed up. Feels like a lot to do for 5 minutes, but it's going to be a tough 5 minutes. Okay. I'll do it. So now you need something to lean on, a kitchen counter or similar, which I have here. So chest press to start. So press up position. Try and stand probably only about this far away. Half a metre away from your counter or your wall. And just do some gentle push-ups. So arms come to right angles. Don't look out your elbows. On the way up, just do a few of these. I'm going to use upper and lower body for this. Okay. Narrow your grip and we'll take it to tricep push up. So tuck in your elbows at the side of your waist. Point your elbows down to the floor. And just, again, warm up. Doesn't have to feel too difficult this. Just going to warm the arms up. Okay, and that is it. That's actually another trick and quite more. Right, so if you've got a resistance band, grab that now. Or some hand weights. If you haven't got either, just get some bottles of water. Right, let's get it tighter. So 3 minutes in already. There we go. Okay, so 5 minutes. It's going to count us in. You might not be able to hear this, but I'll count you in. 5 minutes. Okay. Right, so what are we going to do? You're dying to know, aren't you? So if you've got a band, you'll be standing on your band, because we're going to do squats, that's part of it. So stand with your feet just a bit more than hip width apart, toes turned out. Bicep curl your band to your shoulders and just keep it there. If you've not got a band, just grab your weights. So just practice a couple of squats, sitting back in your heels, making sure you can just lift those toes a little bit when you're down there, falling over backwards. Bring that upper body forward in case you feel like you're going to topple over backwards. But yeah, don't bring your knees past your toes. Then we're going to add in some arms. So we're going to hold the weights like we're holding 2 hammers. And as you come down, we're going to lift, and that's a lateral raise, and come back up. So you're going to breathe out as you do that lateral raise. Okay, and that's what we're going to do for 5 minutes. So just see how many you can do. I don't think I can do 5 minutes straight. I have tried this before, and I can't remember how many I did. So keep a count yourself. Shall we do it? Right, 10 seconds to count down.
Your HIIT workout. Get ready.
Okay, off we go. Big breaths, roll the shoulders back and down, locking those abs. And let's go.
5 minutes. Set 1. 39 sets left.
Ignore the timer, I've just put it in 5 minutes. Okay, so breathe out on the lat raise. So usually in a squat, you breathe out on the way up out of the squat because it's the tougher part of the exercise, but these arms are, I think, tougher than the legs. So let's breathe out on that raise. Okay, I'm not even counting. I'll count afterwards. I'll watch the video back. I'm just going to keep going. Okay. Oh, so it's a good, what you call a compound exercise. So it's using lots of different joints, lots of different muscles. The more muscles you recruit, the more energy you burn. So you're in a fasted state unless you've been snacking. So you get up. We'll be burning fat right now, should be. Body should have used up, definitely used up all its carbohydrate and hopefully all the glycogen that is stored in your liver. And now it's forced to burn fat while we do this. Oh God. Phew, 24 days of this, hooray. I actually woke up early, about 5:45, even though my alarm was set for 6:30. Never mind. So now I'm going, holy program home workout, eating. Yeah, you go. Starting to burn now, not gonna lie. Keep it going. Those deep breaths are gonna help. Just remember, keep those abs nice and braced, protecting your lower back. And get a little bit of work in there. It's a short workout, it's going to be intense. I probably should have mentioned as well, don't use too heavy a resistance band or too heavy a weight of a dumbbell because there's a lot of volume in the reps, so you don't want to be doing heavy weights and high volume. You want to keep your weights light if you're going to go for a long time. If it gets too tough and you want to carry on, that sounds stupid, but you know, you could get rid of the weight, so you could get rid of the band and just still raise your arms. Or you could just do the squats, but no, let's say you've got to still do the lat raise because that's the challenge, isn't it? I can be a bit soft sometimes. Okay, here. I don't know if you're timing this or you want to know how far we've got. We've got 2 minutes, 5 seconds left. Ah, dear. Okay, keep going. I know you must be thinking, how lucky I am that my kids sleep till this time. I realise this. Oh, God. Keep going. We're doing really well here. Keep going if you can. It really is time to burn now. Oh, yeah. It's all upper body for me, I don't know about you. My legs could keep going. They don't feel too bad. But it's these shoulders. Oh, my God. 1 minute 20. Come on. We can do it, we can do it, we can do it. It's 5 minutes. Think how long 5 minutes is when you're in a rush. It's nothing. Okay. We're coming up for that last minute. Keep going. And we'll do a little stretch after this. I think we should have about a minute left for that. And we get to look forward to whatever we're doing tomorrow. Certainly earning this calendar chocolate, aren't we? And if you're wearing a tracker, you'll find out just how many calories you've earned there. Doesn't mean you have to eat chocolate. You could just go with the plan. Okay, come on. Let's go for these last 20 seconds. It's the first time I've done a full 5 minutes. Again, I have no idea how many I've done. But I'm so sad I'm going to watch it back and count them. Okay, 5 seconds. Hallelujah. Well done.
30 seconds.
Step off your band, put your weights down. So just take your arms, one over the other. In front, behind, behind. Roll out the chest, up like that. Well done. You guys like the shape as well. Okay, so we'll work from the top down.
Workout paused.
Take your arm behind your head. And just pull it across. If you can't reach your elbow, just push your arm from down here. Whatever you can do to create that stretch. And that's, we're done. It was hard, but it was quick. Okay. A few more seconds. And release. Oh, do my elbow click. And then take the other side over. Again. Deep breath. So that was your squat with lateral raise. Well done. One of the tough ones, I have to say. Started with a tough one there. But very effective with it being all over body, pretty much. Using big muscles always burns more energy. Okay, release. Take your arm straight across your body. Hugging your upper arm. Pull your shoulder stretch. And hug it in that bit more. And then up now. And switch sides. So work on the upper body first, and then we'll give those legs a stretch. Hug it in a bit closer when you can. And then release, and we'll take arms behind and raise them up. So you feel a chest stretch. Stick your chest out. And just raise those arms as high as they'll go. Don't worry if you're only about here. If you can't clasp your hands together, put your hands on your back and small of your back and push your elbows towards each other. If you can clasp your hands together, it intensifies that stretch. And release. Okay, legs. You can hold on to something for this. I'll allow you. Line up your knees and just keep hold of your foot. Push it as close as you can to your bum cheek and push down against that hand with your foot. If you can't reach your foot, you can wrap a towel or something like a loop around your foot. Pull up on the towel. If you just need that extra bit of help for range of movement. Okay, keep pushing down with that foot. We have really worked these legs, but all I could think about was my shoulders. Okay, release, and then switch sides. Line up your knees. Push your hip forward first, but keep your knees lined up. And then push your foot down into your hand. And you should feel a really strong stretch through your hip flexors, all the way down through your quads to your knee. So get a lot of work those hip flexors doing squats. And good stretch. And most importantly, I think, glutes. So we do what's called figure 4, ankle on knee. And then just lower yourself down with your ankle on your knee if you can. And you'll get to a point where you can't go any further and just stop there. Taking deep breaths. And then getting a little bit lower. If you can, try not to bounce or do any of that. Just slowly increase the intensity if it's going to let you do that. And hold it nice and still. Breathe out, come up. And last one. So we're going over 10 minutes. Oh yeah, sorry. Very important to do stretches though. Deep breaths. Sink that a little bit lower when you can. Still only 15 minutes. 5 minutes of tough stuff. And come back up. 6 hours back. Bye. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.